content. I keep telling the nigga, I told him, we got phase 2. You sit your ass over there and be quiet, it's all right. Bring your ass out, we gonna play with you. You know we don't fire everything at once.
Got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
We doing
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Get it out there. Let's see. Here we go. Work on these plays, man. Work on these plays, man.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Fuck it, we doing?
Here we go. Back.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Tyree Gillespie, the one to get him down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
It makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Yes, we took away that.
He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Going in there. Yes.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
We needed that good bounce. All right, let's see.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Just lay down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw, he caught defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. They'll try and throw for it here. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, Barber, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. He'll take this to the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Akers. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. And the Rams at 8-2 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
42! 70!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
This is big territory right here.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Come on, man.
And the Giants
This is
will
big
take
territory
over here
right here. We just
counted.
counted.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 55 yards. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Barkley is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack, and it's run down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
2 minutes, man. 2 minutes.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10.
18
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly tried to have an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
We're going to stay conservative about this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this like this here.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Rolling to his right. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sand. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On the give, this is Akers. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is third and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Now a give. Akers running left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 79 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Stafford. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Try to get there.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Akers. There's another truck. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
They didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Offense was moving a little bit
kept
back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
And can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself.
Just wrong with old faithfuls. He hold that time.
Just slide and
he
get
hold
down.
that time.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Why you throw it like that?
And this is going to be intercepted.
He got hit.
Picks it off.
He get hit, bro.
Past the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Play after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll swing this out to Tony. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. He's back to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Zebra!
On the handoff, running left is Akers. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
But obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now it's Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
25 times, fam. 25 times? Shit.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 36-yard line. 171 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Put that ball in there, so
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially in this part of the field. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in overtime in a 3-point ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And the Rams are going to win this football game here in overtime. Another one in the books for us, player. Always great to be by your side, and Both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these
Boy.
to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for Los Angeles, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here.